Hey, and welcome back to the channel. We're married to vinyl. Magic hands.
I like that. Wait, what are we doing today?
Hey, it's another Micro Discography.
All right.
Yeah, so...
I'm going to tell them the rules.
You tell them
Even
the
though
rules.
I know they know them.
Of course they do.
But again, this might be your first episode by chance.
Yes.
You'll catch up on all the other ones. They're all great.
Yes.
But yes, so this one, Micro Discographies, the band can only have a maximum of one album. They can have singles, 5, 10, well, usually not going to have 10, but sometimes only a couple singles or a couple EPs, whatever, but that maximum one album. You can have compilations.
Yes,
we're not counting
they
those.
can.
A compilation of your singles, that's not an album. An album proper, that's the maximum. And that's basically it. What are we talking about today?
Today we are going to go to Motor City.
Oh
We're
yeah,
going to
Detroit.
Yeah. And we're looking at Nikki and the Corvettes.
Nikki Corvette.
Yeah.
We love her.
She's awesome.
So what's their deal? Yeah, they're from she was raised in Detroit.
Yes.
What's the legend has it that she left home at 16?
Oh yeah, at 16 she wanted to go see the MC5 and her mum wouldn't let her go, so she ran away from home. Like, you know what?
As any self-respecting teenager would.
Yeah, if I had a chance to go see MC5 and my parents wouldn't let me, that's it, I'm out.
At 16 years old, I'm leaving because I can't see this. Wow. She was meant to front a band.
She was just rock and roll.
A friend of hers was setting up a concert at a local bar or something and wanted her to perform.
Mm-hmm.
She was not in a band, and so she decided to put together...
She just, threw together a band
a little, of
it was
some
a bit
friends.
haphazard and
it was her former boyfriend, Peter James. I think he was briefly in the Romantics, too. I don't know if he was on anything recorded, but we'll check. And so yeah, they threw it together a band quickly. They wrote some songs, a few. Mostly they played covers. They played a couple weeks later. They played at this bar, and that was their trial by fire, basically.
that was the start of Nikki Corvette and the Convertibles.
That's what we think they were called at the time. Yeah. And then they got signed to BOMP Records.
The Nikki Corvette and the Convertibles,
yes.
They did have a single.
They had one single, 1978, Young and Crazy, which we don't have. That it's really rare. And it's worth a fortune, so we unfortunately don't have that.
So that's going to be just one of those ones we're going to wish to find somewhere and somebody doesn't know what they have.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not spending $400.
No.
For whatever reason, they're signed to BOMP, changed the name to Nikki and the Corvettes.
Yes.
And let me hand you this. I don't know if you can reach that.
Yeah.
First
here we
single.
go. Nikki Corvette.
Nikki and
the Corvettes.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
First single, 1979,
Honey Bop and Shake It Up. And this is
there's a black vinyl version too, which we don't have.
This is the nice red vinyl version. Let me just pop that there.
Red
the
Vision,
lovely
BOMP.
BOMP label.
Love the BOMP.
Oh, that's amazing.
Pretty much for us too. If it's on BOMP Records, there's a chance we're going to either like it or already have it. But yeah, we'll always give something. If it's on BOMP, we'll give it a chance for sure.
Well, once I had a dance. They called the bunny hop. Now the cats are in a trance. All they want to do is bop. Well, bop. Honey, bop. Oh, well, bop. Honey, bop. Oh, bop. Honey, bop. I don't stop. Honey, bop.
And yeah, so with Nikki and the Corvettes, they were, what did you read? How somebody described them?
Oh yeah, well yeah. Basically, they're 3-piece all-female band, sort of. On the albums they have musicians working on the records, but yeah, they're basically a garage power pop band. Somewhere I read on someone reviewed them as snotty bubblegum punk.
Yeah, and then somebody else said that if you combine the Ronettes with the Ramones,
there you go.
And they rip through their songs pretty quickly.
And some of them are very Ramones.
Yeah, very Ramones.
You hear that
sounding.
Yeah.
Just as the Ramones are just kicking off, that's what they kind of sound like. but a sort of a
with a
girl
power
version.
pop and edge to it as well.
Right, yeah. So this was 1979 and then 1980.
Oh, yep. Self-titled album, their one and only album, which is how they make the rules of Micro Discography.
Yeah.
Nikki and the Corvettes. Yeah, produced by Peter James, again, her ex-boyfriend. They swapped out one of the Corvettes, one of the members. What's her name? There's Christy is in this band, and Lori. Who was in that one again?
Oh, Sally.
Sally D.
Sally D.
The blonde girl.
The blonde.
She was not on the album.
She was swapped out for the album. Yeah, exactly.
So really good album. It's not super easy to find. It's not worth a fortune, but probably you can find one hopefully for 40 to 50 or something.
In his black t-shirt and his tattooed jeans, he's the cutest guy that I've ever seen. He's a mover, he's a mover. He's so cool and he's so tough. I really like that boy so much. He's a mover, he's a mover.
I do like the BOMP. The BOMP label is kind of a little different to that one. Yeah, that's always good.
And and Nikki and the Corvettes, or Nikki Corvette, it was sort of a take on the sort of like the sexist times of the
trying to flip
late
it on its
70s
head.
and
Yeah,
the 80s,
I think so.
And there's stuff like Backseat Love, songs of Backseat Love, and Boys, Boys, Boys.
I want to be your girlfriend.
Yeah.
He's a mover. He's taking all the. They're taking all those tropes, male tropes, and kind of flipping them on their head
and doing
from
that.
a female perspective, which is great.
Yeah.
Driving around, looking for the right spot. Driving around, I just can't wait to stop. Long summer nights and I'm getting so hot that I just can't control what I feel. Backseat love is what I'm thinking of. Backseat love, I just can't get enough. Backseat love, gonna have some fun with my baby on Saturday night, and it feels alright.
And just looking at the back cover there as well, you can tell that they were an influence on a lot of bands to come. The Donnas.
Oh, like maybe the Donnas.
Yeah, the Donnas. Yeah.
What's the story here?
Yeah, the Donnas name check Nikki in one of their songs, "Give Me My Radio," and they say, "I want to be like."
I want to be like Nikki Corvette.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. So big influence on that. And I'm sure Nikki Corvette may have been an influence on some of the Riot Girl bands to come.
I think any female fronted, especially because at the time there weren't a lot of females. There were the Runaways, and there are some bands out there, of course, but not a ton.
Yeah.
So I think she helped break some of those barriers, and I think she definitely influenced a bunch of. They're more cult hero, but I think she definitely has her place in history, and bands that came after that for sure, I would think would have had.
And she's done stuff since, right?
Yeah, she got back together. Well, she got together. She did a couple solo albums in like 2004 and 5. They're all covers. I think it's something like Nikki Corvette's Pajama Party, something like that. We'll write it. We don't have this. They're only on CD, and they're kind of hard to find. But we'll show a little. Here you go, a little photo. Did a couple albums there, and then in 2006 she started a new band, short-lived again, called Nikki Corvette and the Stingrays, and they had one CD, one album, I think, too. We don't have that either. But we'll show that one. Here you go.
Oh, and one of the musicians on the single, and he might have been on the album.
He might have been on the album.
Ray Campy. So
Yes.
I don't know if you were rockabilly. He was known as the king of rockabilly, and he was one of those guys that would stand on top of his bass and really slap. And
Was he any bands? Was he like just production, or was session musician type, or?
he was a session musician, but I think he did his own stuff as well.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Oh, and he plays. What does he play on here?
He plays
Slappin'
Slappin'
bass.
Yeah, Slappin' Bass with Roy Campy.
All right.
So yeah, Nikki and the Corvettes.
So that's it. Because the first single was not really Nikki. It was Nikki Corvette and the Convertibles.
Yes.
So yeah, one single, maybe two if you want to count that, and one album. That's the whole discography for them. But definitely worth your time if you like that kind of stuff. Yeah, Ramonesy, bubblegum from a female perspective, really cool, really fun stuff.
Yeah, they are great.
Enjoyable.
Really
great
good.
Catchy choruses. I mean, you'll be tapping along to all their songs. They might be on Spotify. If they are, it will magically appear around here. Da, da, da. And yeah, so I think they might be. They did a reissue of this album on CD, I think, too, as well. So hopefully you can find that if you can't find the vinyl easily. But definitely check them out. They're worth your time.
Yeah. And that's it.
Nikki and the Corvettes.
Thanks all.
Done.
Happy digging.
All right. See you next time.